Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Divinity Original Sin 2. Alright, so I took a look at our experience, and we need 550 experience to level up. And that'll get us another point in Lucky Charm, and that'll put us at 3 Lucky Charm, which will pretty much start getting us blue items. Can I not find it? I know there's a hidden spot around here, but my wits might not be high enough. That is disappointing. Alright, we'll go this way then.
Is that thing... I've spotted something.
Ah, there's the hidden entrance. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and grab this chest real quick. Leather armor. And a rain scroll. $500 experience. Alright, so if you take a look at this map, we're here. And there's that cell I was talking about that had the little cavern entrance. So, that's another way to get in. Good times. So, at this point, I need 50 experience. And I know one place where I can get 50 experience. Oh, well, let's talk about this guy. So, Migo, he's kind of a little broken in the head. That Magister I talked about earlier that has a quest, Magister Yarrow, we'll ask if you've seen this person. Of course, you probably haven't seen them yet. If you approach this guy, he'll say stuff about Yarrow, which there's actually there's a flower called the Yarrow flower. If you have a Yarrow flower, you can give it to him, and that will pretty much kind of help him regain a little bit of himself. And he'll give you his ring. He'll give a ring that he wants you to take to Magister Yarrow, and if you give it to Magister Yarrow, she'll come down here. They'll reunite, and you'll finish the quest, and she'll give you a key. That'll get you access to this locked door. That's right up here. By the way, to get up here, there's a few ways to do it. You can do it through teleportation, then you can kick down the ladder. And, front entrance and all sorts of other ways. If you don't have a Yarrow flower, and you approach this guy, there's nothing you can do, and he'll aggro on you. And he's a level 4 guy, so he's pretty tough. Killing him does get you some pretty good loot, at least from what I've heard. I've never done it before, but I'm going to be doing it this time because, screw Magisters. Even if they... I mean, quest-wise, Yarrow will realize, oh shit, the Magisters did this to, to Migo. And, kind of realize, oh shit, I didn't realize that they've been doing this bad stuff. But, no sympathy. Let's go.
The creature heaves through lips gummed with human gore. It turns to you with great effort, pain apparent in every movement, and madness screams from its wide, bloodshot eyes.
You. Quite lost. Quite lost. Careful, or they'll cross your wires. Now, a little query. Where grows the yarrow? Quickly now, for I haven't much time.
Slowly back away from the creature, avoiding its bloodshot eyes.
You want to leave. You want to go. Tell me where the yarrow grows. Tell me now, or shall I pick your parts clean too? It's easy.
I've never had the scholar option, so suggest that preferring drier climes, Yarrow is likely to grow on the sunny cliffs above this beach.
Are you mad? Yarrow loves the beach. Yarrow loves the sand, the waves, the wind in her hair. You're better off without a top. You're better off uncrossed.
Yeah, so he's kind of like mixed up between the flower and, I think it's his daughter. Alright, so level 4, and he's got quite a bit of defenses up. Got any options? Yeah, there's no way I can do enough damage. I buff up and hope we don't die. Alright, got poisoned. Okay. That poison's a bit nasty, but it's okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and rain. Clean up that poison. Then you can heal yourself.
I'm ready.
And the poison seems to be healing him. He's kind of like part zombie or something. God, he's just healing like crazy. Oh, I stunned myself. Good for me. Good for me. Nice crit. You spotted a strange figure on the beach nearby. Blood and corpses surround him. Whatever's going on, perhaps we should give him a wide berth. The guest we encountered at the beach is dead.
The dead man, creature, thing, lies in a heap on the beach.
Some sort of divine order experiment gone bad, I suppose.
He was mad, but his fascination with Yarrow tells me a splinter of his true personality remained.
So now we get Miko's ring and Miko's breastplate. And rings provide magic armor, among other things. So now I got the heat restoration skill for free. Swap in this armor. We have this armor. Okay, so at this level, we get access to another talent. For Rumia, we're going to take all skilled up. Usually you take this later on when you don't have anything else better to get. One pretty good one you can take as a warfare guy is get Executioner, which is it gets you 2 action points when you kill something. This only procs once per round though, so you can't just chain a bunch of kills. But it's still, you know, it's 2 extra action points which you can use for another attack or another ability or something, so it's pretty decent. But we're going to take all skilled up, which gets us another combat ability point and a civil ability point. So we're going to grab this and then use that civil ability point to get Lucky Charm 3. And then for our combat abilities, there's not really much we don't really need warfare, any higher warfare at the moment, so we're just going to put it all into 2-hand. And then for attributes, I'm going to take 1 in wits and 1 in strength, just like before. Oh, you know what? I did screw up one thing. I should have taken Areothurge. Oh well, I'll grab an Areothurge later. It's not a big deal. Eventually I want to grab 1 point in Areothurge just so I can learn Teleport. So I don't have to have that item equipped all the time. And then for Lose, what we want for her is to get Lone Wolf. So now she gets all those fancy benefits that Rumia has. And then for skill points, I want her to grab a point into Geomancer. And eventually I need to grab one in Pyrokinetic. I should have grabbed Pyrokinetic first. So I kind of screwed up there. We're going to go ahead and grab a point in Memory. So we can get more skill slots. And then... Is there anything else we want to grab? I'm just trying to think of what abilities I want to grab soon. You know what? We'll go heavy into Memory for now. So that works out. Eventually I'll need to grab a point in Finesse as well, but for right now, it is what it is. Alright, so I kind of screwed up that level up, but that's okay. We got Lucky Charm 3, and now... At this point, we're going to go ahead and start looting. I was thinking about grabbing an item that gives Lucky Charm, but I forgot it's a necklace. So, it would have to wait. I would have to do quite a bit of stuff to get a necklace equipped, because right now we have a source collar and we can't take it off. So we're just going to go around and start looting everything. Pretty much at level 3, Lucky Charm, I think there's a chance you can get blue items. So, it is what it is. So we're just going to go around and just go on a looting spree.
What were you thinking, messing with Griff's?
Alright, got a magic shield. Shields are pretty amazing. They require Constitution to equip. They also scale with Constitution, and they give a hefty bonus to your defenses. I think I've said this before. I probably said it back on the ship. Alright, just seeing what's over here. That's a marked crate. That's for a quest. We'll grab it later.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
It, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come on, chap. Don't be unreasonable. Unless you even shoot yourself to death as a hurt, don't you think? You should be happy for Greed.
Alright. I would like to fast forward through this, but I do kind of also want to show all the places you can loot, because
Cockle, clam.
there could be quite a bit of things you can grab. Grab that yarrow flower while we're up here.
Chance to shut that ugly mouth of yours.
Goodness, but this place has made you cranky. Perk up, old chap. There's plenty of singletons about.
Leave me be, Sam.
I only mean that if you think about it logically, she's much better off.
Leave it, Sam. I won't say it again.
Come, old chap. Don't be... Please, excuse...
You're talking to me, not her, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on.
We'll excuse ourselves. Excuse yourself, sensing that the situation is about to escalate.
Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladier's lips.
She never did like you.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Ask if that coffin he's building is for the man he just murdered. And I will take this short stick. Oop.
Murder's a big word. And no, this here's a bed for someone 1,000 times better than that snake. Rest her soul.
Ask him who he means. Who's the coffin meant for?
The love of my life. Gret. She passed in the night. Something in the stomach. Doctor couldn't help her.
He tenderly runs a hand along the coffin's side panel.
If she were here, she'd tell me this plank is crooked. Chastise me for using warped wood on her final bed. Then she'd laugh and kiss me. Just here.
The man holds a hand to his cheek for a moment. He turns from you, lines up another nail, and hammers it into the panel.
Alright. Septa the Ineffable. That's quite the crap name. Grab that crate apparently. Okay, we're good to go here. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to waypoint travel back to the beach. And start looting the other direction. I believe I got everything here. We did.
Hey, lady. It's a lot nicer here than that stinking boat, huh? I'm sure glad you went back to save the others. Saw one of them wringing out their tunic at the shore a few hours ago. Say hi for me.
They'll be like moving these shells around, so I usually leave those shells alone. Alright, and then with her, I can go... Ow. Alright, anything else we're missing? I know we missed some containers back at the turtles. And apparently there's a ladder there that I didn't know about.
Where is
Alright.
he?
So we'll go back this way. There's a barrel over there. And a yarrow flower. Alright, anything else we're missing? Alright. Get that crate. Okay, keep moving up. Alright, just walking around this just to see if there's any secrets I missed. And I'm pretty sure you can't teleport over there. Nope. Oh, did find something. Here it is. And I accidentally had the other character picked. Frost armor scroll. Alright. Every little helps. Especially if you do things like go to areas you're not supposed to be at because of your level. It's good to have all these extra items around. Alright. Back to the square. Now we get to go on the looting spree.
Where is he? Irma? Irma? It's too tight.
And there we go, +1 thievery. That's actually useful. We actually need that. Grab all this. Fish bones. I think the fish bones you can actually grind into a powder. But I'm not entirely certain. But yeah, those are an upgrade for one thing. I will be losing the 2 critical chance, but that's okay.
Where is he? I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad.
Oh, since we're higher level,
You again? Tell me, are you alone?
alright, still doesn't have access to anything good.
Oh, 10 pots of mead, 1,000 pots of dust, 50 bottles of tears, make your hinges rust.
Take your money though. Alright,
I told him at noon exactly. Didn't I?
dirty socks. There's flavor text for a lot of these items too, but I'm not going to be reading those. That's more reading than I care to do. A word of advice to the unarmed.
Where
Find a
is
sharp piece of metal,
he?
wrap one end in cloth, now you have a shiv. You're no longer unarmed. I think the gear you craft can scale based off your level, but I never really bother with it, so I'm not sure. Alright, I'm just seeing if there's anything left to loot. There's the crate up here. Sorry if it's a little slow and a little tedious, but like I said, with Lucky Charm, every one of these can potentially get you an upgrade. A word of advice to the unarmed. Find a stick with a branch, tie a sharp piece of rock to one end, or do the same with a sharp piece of metal. Now you've got a simple axe, you're no longer unarmed.
When another divine...
Oh, ain't come to shake me down for my knickers, have you? You're all I got left after your buddies were through with me.
So you're not one of the brutes harassing people here.
That's so. Huh, you look just like 'em. But then again, I never was the best at telling your kind apart. No harm intended, of course.
Dwarves are dicks.
When another divine...
Alright. What else we got going on here? Did all that. Let's go this. A needle.
What's your hands, Pipsqueak? What are you loitering round here for? Easy. easy, eh?
So this is for...
Hey, you're a little light in your pack, ain't you, girl? Who could blame you with the garbage they got for sale round here?
So Hilda here, you can actually get the scoundrel skill books if you need them.
Why don't you take a gander at the goodies I got? Stuff you won't find anywhere else in camp. Procured by special means.
Yet so quickly, we find sources so dangerous.
Hey, Butter.
Heading into the kitchen? Don't try anything funny around, Griff. I'm watching you.
And she sells the Huntsman books. Ask her if she sees, she likes what she sees.
Ha! Cheeky. What's your name?
Tell her your name and ask for hers.
I'm Butter. Nice to meet you.
She says she looks strangely familiar. You could swear you've met before.
You mean it? Or is that another line of yours? I used to play the harp, you know. Mostly around Arcs, although sometimes we'd travel down to Driftwood. Might be you saw one of my performances.
Ask her how she got involved with Griff's thugs. She doesn't seem the type for shakedowns and skull bashing.
You think? I was raised by the whip, and I'm not afraid to use one either, especially not in here. Joining up with Griff's the closest thing you can get to security around here. Family, too. Till the Reds take you, anyway.
Say you don't plan to let the... Well, let's see. Say you'd rather find solace with someone special than a gang of thugs.
There's a gap between what we want and what we can have, isn't there? Here more than anywhere else.
Tell her you're dead serious about it. When you find a way out, she should come with you.
She laughs. The sound fills the air like the ringing of a bell.
Now, wouldn't that be something? Look, I have an idea. I know we don't know each other very well, but time is so short and a connection is so rare. If we get out of here, will you meet me again in Arcs?
Say absolutely nothing could keep you from it.
She leans forward and grazes your cheek with her lips.
Until then,
All
nice and slow.
She smiles and gives you a long, meaningful look.
Soon!
Tell her you can't stop thinking about her.
I know what you mean. I can't wait to leave this place. I can't get it out of my head.
Alright, so doing that will kind of make sure she's on your side. Should, I don't know, we piss off Griff at some point. Speaking of Griff, Griff is level 3 and a boss. Alright. What do we want to tackle next? I'll loot some junk first. Loot. Okay, got all those. There's that there's a Magister Patrol. Bucket Helm. Alright, so there's a sick woman here.
Leave me. Go.
Fascinating. You've read about the plague known as the Wet Death. Never seen such an acute case.
Get away. Get back. At least wait till I've croaked my last if you want to study me.
So you can actually buy the Necromancer books from her. Necromancy I find to be not that impressive in this game. I mean, you can do some interesting stuff with it, but it's physical-based damage, and I don't know. It's just, like, the things you do with it, you pretty much have to focus purely on it, and that's about it. It's one of those spell paths that kind of stands on its own. It's definitely not one you want to be a hybrid in. By the way, if you hold down the left mouse button, you can actually drag these and throw them around, assuming you're strong enough. Alright, so this person here is pretty important. This is Nabora.
Oh, Dallas, you maniac.
I didn't... What happened? No, seriously, what happened? She kept thinking I was stealing. That just aggroed a bunch of people. I'll be right back. Alright, so remember that thing about the inconsistent, you know, auto saves and things like that? And I showed off that, you know, hidden entrance into the caverns? That's the closest save I had to where we were at. So I pretty much had to go back and loot everything again. But I did do a few things a little bit different. I pretty much did this, I did all the skills and stuff the same. But what I did is I actually went shopping and picked up the Armor of Frost spell for Hydro Fist, and then the Fortify spell for Geomancer. Both these spells will pretty much buff up physical armor or magic armor, and they also apply a sort of a fortify. It removes status effects, and while these are active, it can prevent certain status effects from happening. So it's pretty handy. Alright, so let's try this again.
Amidst a crowd of screws, bolts, and scraps of metal, the woman is manipulating a glove-like contraption fitted with 5 long metal skewers. She doesn't look up as you approach.
So I think what was happening was, like, I guess she was just over something that was grabbable, and so every time I clicked on her, the game thought I was clicking on an item, and that's why she just kept getting pissed off and more pissed off, and then aggroed. I mean, as much fun as it would be to start killing people, Nabora is kind of useful. For one thing, she has access to the summoning stuff. Oh, another thing. Oh, I had the wrong person clicked. That's good. Alright. The items I got, the gloves that are supposed to have thievery on them, now only have plus 5 HP. So now I don't have a thievery item again, so that really sucks. That would have helped out a lot for a certain quest. So we might end up having to do that quest the hard way. But I'm not going to try to manipulate any RNG to try to get it back. It's not worth the effort. I'll just have to murder somebody. I'll hold on to the gloves for now. I've got yeah, some of the random items got changed a bit, so that's why there's a bunch of different stuff now. I'm going to grab this knockdown arrowhead, because it's super useful. I'm also going to grab this sharp piece of metal, because you can convert those into arrowheads, and then I'm going to grab these sticks. And these vials. The poison and water arrowheads I don't really need. I can get those easily enough. Is there anything else I want to mess around with? No. Oh, sell the bedroll. And I'm gonna go ahead and sell the rabbit's paw. I don't plan on using them anytime soon. Sell the tongs. And that should be it for now.
And what you after?
I'm gonna switch to the other character. Now, one thing to note, if you ever have some trouble with like dialogue with somebody and it just, you know, ends up in a dead end, you can always switch to the other character and have them start a conversation. And I'll pretty much start over for them.
Amidst a crowd of screw...
And what you after?
Ask her what she's making.
I ain't. Just seeing how it's made. She's clever, Dallas. Made these herself, for those bodyguards of hers. Boy, they're sharp.
She looks up.
You looking to buy something?
Ask how she got her hands on one of these contraptions. They seem pretty dangerous.
Found it in the scrap heap not so long ago. We used to know each other back in the day, you know. Dallas and I. Never knew her to be much of a wrench head back in the day, but once she joined the Order, she started turning out all manner of oddities.
Ask if it was Dallas who invented these God's awful collars.
She nods once.
You looking to buy something? Or do you just want to waste my time with a whole lot of questions?
Ask if she knows how the collars are made.
Magic and metal, like most of Dallas's designs. Metal keeps it locked. Magic makes it work. That's all I know.
Ask what she remembers of Dallas.
Oh, I don't know. She was a sweet soul. Quiet. Loved her family. Always seemed strong as I recall, but she didn't come across as no fearless military leader back then. She was just a girl. People do change, don't they?
You sense she knows more than she's letting on. Say your collar's tight and ask if she could loosen it a bit.
For you? Hell no.
Ask who might be worthy of her services.
Worthy is exactly the right word. You know, someone who's proven himself might earn my time of day. Speaking of, you haven't. So bye or shove off.
And sometimes the game bugs out and it won't give you any notifications. So we already know about the murderous guys. Call it a Romeo. I have met a blacksmith in Nabora who seems to know how to remove source collars. Alright, so let's go back to looting. Alright, I think we got everything. So yeah, losing out on that thievery item is a bit of a loss. That's not a good situation to be in. But we might be able to go and maybe I can stumble upon another thievery item later on. Alright, I want to go back to the elves.
You are in the wrong place, Pinky. Do stop gaping. That's for you to
Alright, nothing two-handed. And looks like they don't have the next tier of books yet. A little annoying, but not the end of the world. Alright, well, don't need anything from you. Hey, Frawley.
Ugh, a human? You stink.
Ask her where she learned her manners.
Manners are for humans. I'm an ancient. That means I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you.
Alright, so depending on what dialogue option you pick, will decide what thing she's pretending to be.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
So, yeah, so we, helped out Ality, 2 episodes ago. So, actually 1 episode ago. So you were happy to help.
She bows.
Ask if she knows of any way out of the fort.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters.
Ask how she came to Fort Joy.
It gives me great pain. I'm with my family. We are making beautiful magic. We are healing a tree cut down with great violence. The Magisters come. My family runs, but I fall. My son looks back. I shout to him to run. I am taken.
Say you'd like to know who's in charge around here.
In this cave, we trust the healer. She is young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power. Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this.
Elves can eat limbs and experience memories of the person to whom the limb belonged. But we're not elves.
Thank you.
And we also completed a quest, so we can actually have some fun with this. We can get a pickaxe, which is actually a 2-handed weapon. And it is weaker than the spear, but it would get benefits from our strength But I think I'm going to take this belt so we can get some more physical armor. We also get a knockdown arrow, which are pretty fancy. Anyway, speaking of fancy, let's give the knockdown arrow to you. Combine this with the arrow shaft. That becomes another knockdown arrow. So yeah, we got this severed head, but we're not going to do anything with it. Where is my belt? There it is. Alright. We'll combine this with these, and these will make healing elixirs, which restore 50 vitality, but it also does the effect healing elixir, which removes a lot of status effects, I believe. And these are magic armor potions. You can combine them to make higher tier magic armor potions as well. Alright. Let's go ahead and start cutting some things here. Okay, takes care of all of those. Get ourselves some more arrowheads. So these logs you can cut into long sticks, and they'll also get you wood chips every time you do it. You can cut the long branches into short branches, which also get you wood chips. And then you can take the short sticks and of course make arrow shafts and wood chips. That should make us pretty good to go as far as part of the arrows we're making. Okay, and then take this, combine it with a bottle of water, makes it a water arrow. Take this and combine it with the arrowheads here. This. Alright. We have all of that, and all of that, and all of that. Alright. Let's go talk to some people. Well, first loot this. Alright, let's talk to Sahala here.
As you approach the young elf, Losa suddenly grabs your arm. Her hand is damp. Her face looks pale and grey.
Hey, listen, I don't know why, but I think I need to talk to this elf. You mind?
Note that you sweat beating her upper lip. Ask her what's going on.
I can't. I just need to talk to her, okay?
Tell her to go ahead.
She turns towards Sahala.
So that gets you plus 10 attitude. Be careful.
She darts over to the elf without responding. They begin talking in earnest, more quietly than you can overhear. Losa suddenly snatches up both the elf's hands and leans close to her. Her voice rises.
You have to tell me.
The whites of Losa's eyes fade to grey, then black. The color runs into her veins, crisscrossing her skin like lightning. She keeps hold of Sahela's hands.
It rises in you even now, Losa. Do not let it. You must be strong. Be strong. Fight. Fight. You are okay. You are yours. No one else's.
Approach and touch Losa's arm. Tell her it's time to get out of here.
I can't.
Losa is fighting an enemy. She will win. She must win.
Shut up. Let go. Let go. Let go. I don't want to hurt her. Don't make me.
Losa is rigid as a board, tense with the effort of holding Sahela's hands in tight, painful bunches.
Leave me alone. Leave me. I don't want to.
You are hurting me.
Losa's eyes are black. Sahila's fingers are white under her grasp.
Let me go. Please.
A sinister smile spreads across Losa's lips. She jerks the elf toward her.
Chatty, chatty elf. Chatty elf with all the answers. I wonder what your blood tastes like.
Losa, please. You must not defend her. She wakes if she is weakened. We must hurt her to protect her, you see?
Alright. Rush forward to help the elf. Losa is not in her right mind.
I bet the elf blood tastes like honey, like nectar, like joy itself. Let's find out.
She's not herself. You must weaken her to help her.
Okay. So yeah, we gotta fight Losa, but we're not gonna kill her.
The thing inside is strong. Very strong. This is not the real Losa. The thing inside is strong. Very strong.
So you're seeing these new recipes pop up. Remember how I said sometimes it bugs out and the pop-ups don't happen? It kind of just builds up and eventually it fixes itself and just spams all of them at once.
The thing inside is strong. Very strong. It is almost enough. A few more hits.
You okay?
Tell us when she is weaker.
Yeah, thanks.
Alright. Sorry, my cat's
I
been
feel him, but
in the
I
way.
do not see him.
What? Don't look at me like that.
Alright. Say you're not looking at her like anything. If she doesn't want to talk about what just happened, that's fine by you.
Good. I don't. Let's keep moving. I want to get out of this bloody place as soon as possible.
Say you do too, let's go.
Hey. Hi. Ooh, so serious. What's up?
So you wanted to talk about what happened with the elf Sahila.
Okay. I don't. Look, I know it was bad, okay? I know. You don't have to tell me. I'm sorry. I just want to move on.
I feel him,
Alright.
but I do not see him.
The shakedown. So we finished that quest. The escape. We learned of an elf named Sahila. Perhaps she will know of a way out of here. I forgot a word there. Losa. Whatever is inside Losa took over her body and tried to kill the elf Sahila. We managed to wake her up before she did any permanent damage. Alright, start to see
The young
Leia.
girl's eyes are covered, but she turns toward you when you approach. She smiles as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Ah, hello. I see you come a long way. I see you come here seeking a great adventure. Do you find it?
Say it's been quite the journey so far.
She laughs and looks around as though taking in the scenery, though her eyes are still covered.
Many people to meet, many stones to turn. And there is a great joy here, as though the walls and water themselves were made by many smiling gods. Even if we are here under unhappy circumstances, still I feel it.
Ask how she knows about that.
I see it before my eyes.
Say you've heard farseeing is as much a burden as a gift.
It is not so bad. I know which days have bread and which days have none. I know more bread comes someday. It helps.
So you're not here to talk about your private life.
Your life is not your own. Your life is for us all. I cannot say more. You see someday.
Say you're looking for a way out of Fort Joy.
Her eyebrows shoot up.
There can be a way. Amiro knows. But he is gone. Do you see him? He knows how to leave.
Ask about this Amaro.
My protector, my friend. An elf like me, with a spirit bright as new leaves. He tries to help me, to save me, and he suffers very much. He is caught by those who hurt him. I wish so much for his return. And he tells you what you seek. A way out.
Promise you'll help her friend.
You bring me great peace. Thank you, my friend. I miss him very much. I see something that helps. I see a lizard. He is a lizard of many dreams, of far feeling. You do not free Amiro without him. I feel him, but I do not see him.
Imprisoned elf. An elf named Sahila has asked that we help free her friend Amaro, who is being held captive somewhere nearby. She mentioned that a lizard of dreams and far feeling might be crucial to Amaro's release. Alright. Okay, can't look at that. Alright. Let's quickly check the stone hatch. I don't remember if I looted everything down here. I did. Alright. Alright, well, let's go loot these then. And you might notice there's a path behind it. Yep, now we can walk through it. Get that rain spell going. You can also break that water barrel. But if you know the rain, it doesn't really matter. Hey, autosave. Alright, there's something up here. As far as I know, the only way to get up there is through teleportation. And you get experience for finding it. Teddy bear. Contamination skill book. Now she knows contamination. Okay, auto sort. And I have one more spare skill slot.
Modi's place. No grown-ups allowed, except heroes.
Book is written in the uneven scrawl of a young hand. Once there was a hero who was named Modi. Modi was a knight, also he was a prince. One day he was in his kingdom giving food to hungry people when red monsters with red capes and red eyes grabbed him away. They did bad things to the king and queen. The monsters threw the hero Modi in a prison. He found some friends in a dark cave and they were nice enough, though they didn't have to be. And that's how the hero found out that he could still be happy even if people and monsters were not nice, because some people would still be nice anyway. To be continued. There's poison food here, but we're not going to grab it.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
Indeed. Alright, so this is what we got to deal with. Oh wow, I missed. Good job. Alright. Teleport you two to there. And then I'm gonna hit you both. Freeze you both. I believe these things are immune to shock. Alright. Quick and easy. Now, I mean, we're higher level than these things. I think these were level 3 monsters. But since we have that awesome spear and we're 2 lone wolves, we're pretty much in good shape. Plus 1 huntsman. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Lose since she actually uses a bow. So there we go. So yeah, Lucky Charm got us a free ring out of that. Now if we head back.
The frogs are gone. The children shall be safer. I see the good in you. I see all of you.
I know they help.
Alright. Okay, so we made some progress. So we need to go talk to Griff.
Griff is slowly, methodically peeling the skin from a potato. As you approach, he looks up, setting the potato, but not the sharp little knife, down on the table.
Not sure when I picked up that robe.
Here's the goods. Like you wanted. Got it?
What?
Ask if he's in charge around here.
Who's asking?
Casually cross your arms and say you've heard he might be able to help you.
He smirks and holds the little knife up to the light, watching it glint.
I'm listening.
Say you'd like to secure the release of the elf Amrio.
Myro. Bloody elves. I guess you mean the clown I caught stealing from my kitchen. He's not going anywhere.
Ask how he's sure Amiro is the culprit.
Caught him red-handed trying to make off with a second crate after he took the first. Went down like a rent boy when we grabbed him. Easy.
Ask what he's meant to have stolen.
Supplies. A crate of food, citrus in particular. He'll talk, or he'll die quiet.
Make a proposition. You'll find the stolen supplies and bring them back. Griff will free Amaro.
All I want is my supplies. Happy to let this clown die in a gutter instead of my kitchen. Bring back my crate, and you got yourself a deal.
Alright. Griff mentioned that his goods were stolen in a marked crate full of citrus fruits. This should make the search a little easier. Camp Boss Griff has tasked us with recovering his stolen goods. He should start by questioning the caged elf Amaro. We're not going to talk to Amaro. So, when we first came here and we talked to Butter, there was actually a lizard man that was talking to Griff, and pretty much Griff was like, "Get out of my face," and pretty much just shoot the guy away. While he was talking, on this side there was that elf that was on the ship, the elven character rather, and she was kind of watching what was going on. And when the lizard man leaves, she follows after him, and now she's down here, right there. If you talk to her, she pretty much will be very aggressive towards you, and it really isn't. Unless you want her to join the party, she will attack you if you don't offer that sort of deal. We're not going to bother because she's not even worth the fight because she's level 1. But the lizard man's right here.
This looks like the crate I'm after. But where are the contents?
Alright, I'm just checking what's around here. So the reason I was happy about getting that thievery item was this is an opportunity to steal something, and unfortunately I don't have that item anymore, so I can't steal anything. You know what, Lose, you do the talking.
Huh? What? But I was... It was... Please, tell me. Tell me. Why did you wake me? I was so close. So close.
He's also the, the pyromancer trainer. I'm just gonna grab all 3 of the books. I have enough to afford them. And if I end up killing him, I'll get this stuff back, so might as well. Speaking of, if I was able to steal from this guy, I won't have to kill him, but I'm not gonna spend a freaking civil point for it. Ask what he means, so close to what?
So close to the dream. It's been so long. You wouldn't understand. Please, please leave me be.
Ask if he intends to sleep away his entire stay here.
They don't call us dreamers for nothing, I'm afraid. My purpose is to dream, and for that I need to sleep. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Accuse him of having stolen Griff's oranges.
Oranges? Is that what he told you he's missing? Well, I suppose it's technically true. Though I'd guess Mr. Griff is more upset about the Drudene than the citrus.
Ask what he means. What Drudene?
The Drudene Griff cleverly smuggles into the prison, of course. Stuffed inside the oranges. You don't think he'd really be so mad over a little missing fruit, do you? No, it's not the oranges, but the dreams he's after. Same as I, though. I have the right, the responsibility.
Raise your eyebrows. You've never known dreaming to be a responsibility.
It may be hard for you to understand, but my kind, we dream for the greater good. What we see can predict the truth, can even shape the truth. But we need Drudene to do it. Before I was caught, before I was brought here, I saw a vision. The void woken, slain, divinity restored. But just as I was about to see how it happened, the Magisters beat down my door. This is my last chance to find out the secret, to find out how to save us all. So you see, I cannot give back the Divinity, not only for myself, but for all of us. My dreams are my gift. They may be our salvation too.
The other way you can do this is through persuasion. Neither of the characters have persuasion skill, but maybe Lose has a higher chance. Tell him not to lose his head in a foolish attempt to save a doomed realm, unique only in its insignificance. It worked.
The lizard looks dumbfounded. You reach into his pocket and take the Drudene. He does not resist.
Lose, you are amazing. Alright, well, here, have these books. Oh, right, you don't have Pyromancer yet. That's next level. Okay. Still, I'm very impressed that worked out the way it did. We'll see what's inside this orange later. First, we found Griff's supply crate, but there was nothing inside. Perhaps the contents are still nearby. We convinced the elite lizard Stingtail to hand over Griff's oranges. So the good news is we don't have to kill him now. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and call this a video. I am The Depressed Dio, and this was Divinity Original Sin 2. See you guys later.